everyone. Hope you are doing well out there. If this is your first time visiting, my name is Winthrop Wellington, and I'm reporting to you live, well, not really live, I'm reporting to you from Negril, Jamaica, the westernmost part of Jamaica, on Friday, October 24th. We're about, I don't know, 2 days out, maybe 36 hours out from when, right now, Tropical Storm Melissa, soon to be Hurricane Melissa, will reach Jamaica. So I just wanted to give you a bit of an update of what my day was like today, and also what is happening here in Negril, at least from my perspective and what I've been experiencing here, and being a hotel operator as well. So we've been taking this storm very, very seriously. And I also want to show you what the beach looks like, which is very much contrasted to what news reports are saying in terms of what we're going to be expecting. So it's been a pretty calm day weather-wise. Even this morning, driving in, it was like a beautiful morning. I recorded a bit of it to show you right now. That was shot at about 9 a.m. this morning, driving down Norman Manley Boulevard. It rained once today, and that was about it. Other than that, I would say it's been a beautiful day. Light breeze at worst. It's so crazy, you know, to think that in a few hours, this place is going to be turned upside down. So anyway, I wanted to give you a sense of, and I'm also thinking about this from like a historical context perspective, in that I know this will be watched many, many years later when we are all gone, and perhaps there's an even bigger storm coming, and that people can see and understand like our mindset X amount of hours before Melissa actually hits Jamaica and hits Negril. So this is my hotel. This is Travelers Beach Resort, located right here on the southern part of the 7-mile beach of Negril. And Negril, the beach is like made up of 2 big bays. So this is Long Bay. This is where we are right now. And so Long Bay is essentially all the way downtown there, and then all the way to the point, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's a little island there, and basically that is the end of Long Bay. And then on the other side of that, that is Bloody Bay. So Long Bay is 5 miles of beach, and then Bloody Bay is 2 miles of beach, and that's what makes up the 7 miles of white sand beach here in Negril. So, getting back to what my day has been like, or the day has been like here at Travelers, we have been taking this, like I said before, extremely, extremely seriously. And we have boarded up all our vulnerable windows. And the way our property is set up, it's more long than it is wide, if you will. And so we're like, from the experience that we've had with previous hurricanes, we're anticipating like a bit of a wind tunnel in how the property is set up. So we understand our vulnerabilities in respect to like windows and doors. So we blocked up the front where our gift shop is, and then also the front offices that are in the front of the property. And then on the inside of the property, our family room, our gym, our dive shop, we have blocked all that up as well, anticipating, you know, over 100-mile-an-hour winds, and trying to protect really against, I would say, the sheer power and force of the wind, but then also any sort of projectiles that may be picked up in the wind. And we've done as best a job that we could have to, and we'll continue to do so tomorrow as well, to pick up any potential projectiles and to secure those in any way that we can. But of course, this is a storm. It's going to be picking up things from all over. We never know. You never know what it's going to pick up and where it's going to be throwing it, so to speak. And we're anticipating 150-mile-an-hour winds, which I have no idea what that feels like. I was in the heart of Hurricane Beryl last year. You can see it on my channel. I live streamed literally in the middle of it. And I don't know how fast that was. Maybe it was over 100-mile-an-hour wind gusts, but I have never experienced 100 plus 150-mile-an-hour wind gusts sustained over a long period of time, not hours, but days. And that's what we're anticipating. That's what the experts are saying that we should be expecting here. You know, I also want to for historical purposes, kind of put out there what we are being told in respect to where things are with the storm. So when we woke up this morning, there was a possibility that the storm was going to be going on the outside of Jamaica, on the westernmost part. So literally, like it was saying like the storm was going to be passing out here, sort of thing, and it would be coming. This is the south over here. That would be coming from the south and be passing however many miles out that way, passing Negril, and we'd be getting a beating, so to speak, in it passing that way. But now with the forecasts that have been updated on the 4 o'clock update, the 4 p.m. update, it's kind of showing the storm Melissa going almost right, splitting Jamaica, maybe being a little bit eastwardly, but essentially splitting Jamaica like right in half and going through the middle of Jamaica. And no matter what, there's only, and again, right now, I just want to make that clear that right now, in terms of what we're seeing with the models and what has been reported, is that there's only one model that still has Melissa going on the outside west, if you will, of Jamaica. Again, that would be affecting us mostly here in the west, here in Negril, the westernmost part of Jamaica, and all of the rest of the models have Melissa going pretty much right through the middle of Jamaica. So no matter what, from what everything is, all the indications are showing, like Jamaica is going to get hit really, really badly. And this is going to be a historical storm, and the impacts are going to be unlike anything that we felt before. And as strong and as powerful as it's supposed to be, the worst part about it is it's going to be lingering, and this is going to be a relatively long-term event over a series of days, not something like Beryl, where I essentially live streamed the passing of Beryl through Negril, or at least through this part of Negril, whereas just to show you like kind of how quickly it moved, whereas this storm is going to be stronger and it is going to be staying around a lot longer, and anticipating some real damage, some real damage here. So we have, I would say, at least what we've been told, like another day of preparation. They're also saying we might not even like feel anything as far as the weather picking up with the wind and the rain. We might not feel anything until Sunday, which is so crazy. And the real part of it, the real danger, is going to start Sunday night into Monday morning. And that is what we are preparing for as much as we humanly possibly can. My strategy in preparing for this and going off of my experience of this is probably my 5th or 6th hurricane, and this will without question be the worst and most catastrophic and unfortunately devastating hurricane that I've been through. But it's also, I'm grateful to have gone through the experiences that I have had with the previous hurricanes, and to be able to prepare mentally and then also physically with the property and putting certain protocols in place. And my brother Wingate's been doing like an amazing job here and with the leadership here at Travelers Beach Resort, and just trying to be over prepared more than anything else. We are, like here at Travelers, like we are not taking any guests. We've been encouraging our guests who were here and who have been here the last week to leave and take flights if they can. Some guests wanted to stay, and we can't force people to stay, but that's their choice. And of course, we're going to take care of them, make sure that they're okay and as comfortable as possible. But if you're seeing this and you're in Jamaica and you're contemplating leaving and contemplating going home, I would say go home. It's not worth it. It really isn't worth it, because we don't know what we're about to go into. And it's, yes, the danger of the storm itself, and that is something that we're going to have to deal with essentially for almost, from what we're seeing, 48 hours, 2 days straight of just being battered with wind and rain nonstop. Again, if Beryl is any indication, like that thing was just so violent, but it was so quick. I couldn't imagine going through a Beryl for 12 hours, 24, 36, 48 hours. and it was super, super violent, like howling wind like I've never felt before in any other previous hurricane. And we're supposed to get that and worse for longer. So deep breaths, you know, and then all you can do in situations like this is prepare as best as humanly possible. And like I was saying before, if you're here, you're watching this, and you can get a flight tomorrow, I would take it without question. I would take it. It just makes no sense. It's going to be, you know, especially if you're, excuse me, speaking from a hotelier's perspective, you know, every additional person is an additional person that we have to be concerned about, and that's another mouth that has to be fed, of course. That's another person to be concerned about their safety, and then that's just in the storm, right? That's just in the storm. Now you have to worry about is getting past the storm, and that's the thing that I think people are not thinking about, is like, we don't know what that's going to look like. Nobody can anticipate that. Nobody's gonna know what the roads will look like, how long. Without question, I'm sorry, I'm getting chewed up by sandflies and mosquitoes here. Nobody can anticipate how long it's going to take back to get electricity. Nobody can anticipate, like, if the water goes out, how long that's going to take, what the roads are going to be like. So it's one of those things that if you can get out, I would leave and come back another time. We'd love to have you when things get a little bit more settled. But again, here, travelers, we're preparing for worst case scenario, because it's from what every indication is saying, this is going to be worst case scenario. Which is crazy to think about. Like, this is like the most catastrophic scenario that we could have imagined, and we're going to be facing it straight up. So yeah, just wanted to give everybody a quick update on where things are, what we're thinking, where our mindset is right now. Things are relatively normal here. We even have our Jamaican band we're having here that is going to be playing. They're setting up right now. And, you know, people still are on vacation and people still want to enjoy it, and there's no problem with that. We have our lobby set up as our Alamo, as it always has been since we've built it. And that is going to be the central meeting point, and that's where everybody's going to be, you know. And we're preparing, like, if we have to bunker down there for 2 days, we have a lot of preparation to accommodate everybody that's going to be on property for that. So interesting times to say the least. And I will definitely be giving you an update tomorrow. I plan to do a live stream tomorrow, so I'll walk you around the property, give you an idea of what's happening here. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a walk down the beach so you can see what's going on. The weather should be decent from what I'm understanding, maybe a little rain here and there, but we should be able to get some filming in and do a live stream. I tried to get my drone up earlier, but for some reason it just wasn't connecting. I'm gonna try and fix that tomorrow, because I think that's also gonna be so important for historical purposes, so you can see what Negril looks like now, because again, we have no idea what it's going to look like come Wednesday when the dust settles. Man, I'm getting torn up here. All right, thank you all for joining and for watching this update. If you want to make sure that you don't miss any more updates, and I'm going to live stream as much as I possibly can during the event, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Obviously not going to put myself in any type of danger, but I want to keep you guys updated out there as much as possible, because I know there's a lot of people out there who have friends and family that they care very much about here in Jamaica. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you make sure you get the updates and you can join me on the live stream. I will see you all tomorrow when I stream, which I'm not sure what time. Peace.